Hello, everyone. We began in mid-mission.
Ooh.
Today with me is...
Someone who doesn't have enough booze to think of a really stupid name. Sorry.
that guy. So actually, when I loaded up the game this time, I didn't know the game did... I didn't know the game did mid-mission cutscenes like this, where you can quit the game and then come back to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
Because if you'll recall, the video did not have a very...
yeah.
And again, that guy is pretty resilient, taking a shot at close range like that.
Edward? I believe I just saved your life.
I think...
Pence. He said he would kill me. I thought it was bluster. He is my brother. Despite what you told me, I thought it meant something. You're safe.
So there we go, it's fixed now. I have no idea what happened, but makes a good ending for a video.
Yeah.
And by the way, the night we did that video, I started playing Freedom Cry, and you will not believe what happens at the end of my first Freedom Cry session.
Oh, God. I can only imagine.
Hey, the game froze again. I think you ruined that video personally.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I have to say that Blunderbuss is a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's
Just mowing down like 8 guys in front of you, that's pretty awesome.
yes. I'm just going to say this, that the day we're recording this now is the day that they first really start putting anything out for Syndicate. And I know by the time this is going to end, I'm going to have 100% at Syndicate.
Good God, man. What's happened to you?
I cannot go on anymore. My brother? A traitor? That woman? Templar? I have no family. No wife of my own. What is the point of living? Let them kill me.
You don't know what you're saying, mate. Let's get you someplace safe.
What's the point?
The point is, I want my key. So I need you alive. I need your information, so I need you sober.
You are my best friend. Come here, I'll kill you! What are you looking at? You there with a sharp face. What was that you said about...
So apparently, I don't know exactly when this happened, he got himself involved in a rumble, so we gotta help him out.
Yeah.
How would you...
That was when he made a drunken pass on some...
That's right, I said it.
What's her name?
That move. Two stokes talking about Morris.
Like,
Maybe.
Rose.
But, Upton... This guy is about as useful as you'd imagine a drunken NPC would be, so...
So about as useful as a regular NPC.
Yeah, there's really no... His lack of sobriety is not, I don't think, negatively impacting his offensive capabilities, since your crew suffers from much of the same problem.
Yeah.
In that many times they'll get on the deck of an enemy ship and just stand there cheering. They don't do anything, all they do is raise their swords in the air and just yell, so... You know, it's a wash.
Yeah. Oh, so there's...
I cannot think of one game where allied NPC was actually objectively good.
I mean, technically there's Dungeon Fighter Online in the Frost Cave, but that's not anything close to this, so... I'm looking at you, Snuff.
And Edward, that may have been a little excessive, twisting that guy's head around for something like that, but you know.
You'll live. It's only a computer simulation.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy... Mate, the Father, the Son, and the Holy... What's the third one again?
Let's just keep it moving, yeah?
The Father, the Son, and the... Let's keep it moving. No, that's not it.
What does it matter?
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Nothing in this sour life does. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I was
I do have to say, this is an amusing mission.
No way to flatter a lady.
They all look like... Are they muses or furies? I can't tell.
I could pay him.
Lazy.
What's the matter? Do you not enjoy feet?
I guess we'll never know the answer to that question.
That's it.
Hold on, be careful.
Who's that?
Upton, mate. No. Guards. There are guards nearby.
Piss off!
They won't stand for this.
I said piss off! Oh, I need a piss.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Killed 3 guys in a row with headshots.
Nice.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I noticed the targeting reticle. Is a little off in that sometimes if you're aiming like just slightly to the right of where the center is, it'll still hit.
To be fair, it is a...
So the reticle. Yeah, there's. I will say those are non-existent in my latest videos.
Yeah.
That problem went away.
Philosophical, don't it? Imagine.
But at this point, it's kind of a theme that at the worst possible moments, that stupid notification kicks in.
I'm so
Your
afraid.
Ethernet connection has been
Please
disconnected.
help keep him safe.
Sober up, mate.
Yeah.
We'll finish this in the morning.
You're a forever friend, Kenway.
But we still have one more mission with this jolly fellow.
Yes. Really?
Yeah, I needed those 14 extra relays.
Something I can help you with?
So, what upgrades are you going to buy?
Unfortunately, none. The only thing I could upgrade, I think, is the chase cannons.
Not the worst thing in
Not
the world.
particularly worth it.
Not the worst thing in the world, but there are better things to spend
Yeah,
it on.
Actually, in one of my the
You're looking better than last we met.
As I sobered up, I began to see it more clearly. Jing has led my brother astray and must be killed. Vance has also betrayed me. As an assassin, his treachery must be punished by death.
So either way, one of them has the Templar key. You're obviously distraught. Let me take care of it.
I will tell you where to find them.
But yeah, I've heard chain shots stun ships, and I'm still not really sure what that means.
What it does is it stuns and it slows them down. So if you hit them with a chain shot, it will. Really, what it really does is it breaks their mass, so they can't maneuver as well. Crocodile.
And like I mentioned, you cannot actually kill crocodiles with hidden blades.
No.
Their skin is too hard for them, I guess. But yeah, more than one time I put a crocodile to sleep. I finished wrestling a crocodile, and then I started chasing after it with the hidden blades, thinking I could kill it, but no, that doesn't work.
Well, I now know where you are.
I wonder what game first had explosive barrels in it. It's just such a cliche video game thing. I cannot think of the first one that did that, but they really caught on.
Doom has it. That's old enough as it is.
Yeah, I guess. I just wonder why they're so popular. I've never understood. Well, I get why they're popular. It's just, it's such a cliche kind of thing. It's just like, if you see red barrels in a video game, 9 times out of 10, they're explosive. I screwed up. Oh, yeah, one time I think I got killed by a crocodile on my first attempt at this mission. I have no excuses for that.
The sleeping darts. That's not good.
Oh.
Traitor. It takes one to know one. Jin Lang, as I live and breathe.
I told him not to hire you. You traitor! I will not meet the same fate!
Avast!
Randomly throws.
So she runs just slightly faster than you do, but you have offensive weapons. She does. Oh, she'll stop at 3.
Imagine the Queen of Pirates, Jin Lang, defeated for a fake map. I have been arrogant.
Really?
Yes, I stole the real one, both halves. My husband has it.
Your husband?
Better man than these fools.
Second Templar key.
Yay, that's what really matters. You know, not that.
Yep. We could go and get the Templar armor doing all the missions. Well, I think we can go to Kingston. The plot doesn't ask us to do that. But we still have one final act to do for the Pirate Queen.
Viking funeral. That's not a Viking funeral. In fact, it's almost the opposite of a Viking funeral. So now she's alligator
now the
chow.
Crocs will eat her, and the circle. The circle of life goes on, as I see it.
The circle remains unbroken.
Yes.
Sunrise and sunfall. So where to now?
Actually, we're gonna go get back to the plot pretty soon. After I get some new digs, because this is a new video.
Okay, so we actually went to the weapons store.
Cannon pistols, not a bad pair.
Nope.
353.
It's pretty good stats all in all. I think the best pistols in the game. Well, I think you have 555, but
I give you good day, sir.
Actually, no pistol has 555.
no, I was going to say it's probably 545 or some combination thereof.
Yeah. But we've got a fort to take over, even though we've taken over like 3 forts already.
Nice. The horizon.
Does Rogue have anything like the Kenway's fleet stuff?
Yes.
I thought so.
But you can't tie it into the
How about Unity?
Unity. It did, and no, it really doesn't. So.
Oh.
What?
Oh, hey, that guy. Yeah, they actually rendered a guy standing on a raft.
Yeah.
Neat.
So Rogue really has the same sort of mechanic of go through things and whatnot. Go through like naval missions and whatnot. But the caveat with Rogue was, while they got rid of the gems or diamonds, so it's only actual cash, real cash. It's really heavily locked by story progression. Like, you can't complete it until after the story ends.
Oh.
Conveniently, that also means that you can't get your best swords in the game until after the story ends. Plantation?
Yep.
Unity, to the chagrin of a lot of people, has something similar, where it's probably closer to the old Mediterranean defense of Brotherhood or Revelations, but it isn't the same. You basically have like a bunch of hubs, you do stuff, and then like there's 3 missions per area, per say spot. Doing all 3 missions unlocks something, and then you have to go in game and do it, or else wait 24 hours for it to kinda be done. But there were a lot of bugs with this, so eventually all the content that was locked behind it just got thrown into the game normally. But there'd be like minor assassination missions. People really get treasure chests, which really pissed people off. And it also unlocked like relics and the Rift missions as well. Of course, in order to basically get everybody's favorite outfit, Altair's outfit, you had to do this. And then to do that, you had to basically, because of all the time it would take, and there's no like boosting mechanic like Black Flag does, it could take a few weeks, just with real time, in order to get up to
nice.
To get Altair's outfit.
Nice.
I mean, I did it, and I did it legit, but I also wasn't playing the game for like a month because I was waiting for the bugs to get patched out, and I was out for Christmas, and I could just do it on my tablet, so I was like, okay. Checking a couple times a day or two, and it wasn't that bad.
Now, this one took me a really long time to figure out. I had like 5 or 6 minutes of looking for the solution to that stupid one, but here we go. And hey, there's the rock that always magically appears.
This is much better than Rogue has something similar.
Another keystone.
But you don't line anything, you just find the stone, and then like a yard away from the stone is where you actually have to go dig. It's not even like a puzzle or anything.
Okay, we've got our first monkey. Monkeys, that is.
Shoot the monkey with... You monster.
I don't get the point of that. I don't know what the point of... There's actually you actually do kill the monkeys with the berserk darts. It's just you can't harvest their pelts, so it's completely pointless.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can see that monkey just... I hit it with the dart, and then it ran into the bush and disappeared, so, whatever.
Yeah, I tried to shoot rabbits with berserk darts in Rogue, and it didn't really work out. I was hoping for some stupid, like, killer rabbit joke, but no, Ubisoft, you disappointed me again. Yeah, that was just unnecessary.
My favorite animal berserk dart story is I was on some random island. I just saw an ocelot wandering around, so I shot it with the berserk dart. The only thing it did is that it ran around me in a circle for like 2 minutes and then died. So I was just standing there. This thing was running around in a big circle and then it died.
Oh god! No, I shot.
I thought it was going to turn like. I I thought it was going to turn wild and attack me, but no, it doesn't do that.
We shot a bear with a berserk dart and attacked a group of people once, but that was about it.
Did it start attacking them?
Yeah. Yeah, it actually did something, and then they died. So.
Oh, that's good.
Cannon ready!
Ah, the fourth.
Yep.
Oh, so we're finally...
Mission that was hinted at in the previous...
So, what will you do with your share of the gold we take from Governor Torres? Return to Africa, prince among men.
I cannot return to a place I've never been. I was born in Trinidad, a slave from my first breath.
Ah. But wouldn't you feel, I don't know, more welcome there?
As you might feel more welcome in Paris.
Fair point.
With this skin and this voice, where can I go in the world and feel at ease? This country here is my best chance. This country called Jackdaw, where I know the names of all citizens and they know mine, and we work together. Not always out of love, but to keep our country afloat.
I understand you. Let's take her then. For the citizens of Jackdaw!
I don't think that's a real place.
So we've been through this song and dance before.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only trick is you have to buy mortars before doing this, which is pretty simple because mortars are one of your kind of bread and butter weapons in this game.
Yeah.
And you only have 2 defenses to destroy, making this there's another fort that only has 2 defenses, but we've done like 6 defenses now, so
yeah,
there's no trouble with this one.
It's one of the easiest ones. That's why you don't use chain shot on.
Yeah, chain shot against forts is basically completely useless because the point of chain shots is to destroy sails. Right? They're not meant for armored parts.
See, you destroyed the sail, so.
Well, it was already heavily damaged. I thought destroying the sails just came naturally when a ship suffered too much damage.
It can, but chain shot will speed that process up.
Oh.
So that's kind of how that goes. You sank it.
We're ready, sir!
No, the waves actually blocked a lot of the cannon hits.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because usually if it pulls away like that, it's because...
Usually, yeah, but not all the times. The game only does that if the cannons otherwise would have taken it out.
Yeah.
But sometimes, for one reason or another, the shots won't actually connect. Oh yeah, I should also explain legendary ships. There are 4 legendary ships hanging out in the 4 corners of the map, but you really have no business fighting them.
Correct.
Like, for a really long time. Until you fully upgrade the Jackdaw, I would not advise fighting them.
They're fun. Because they're really fun examples of
they are
naval
fun.
combat, but yeah, you're not gonna win.
I mean, even a fully upgraded Jackdaw is going to have a pretty hard time with most of them.
Yeah, you need to know what you're doing. Because otherwise it'll just be... frustrating. Piss you off. Throw a controller through your TV set.
Yeah, it's not worth the aggravation. But the reward you get from destroying all the legendary ships is pretty funny. Because it's just so silly and ripe for physics glitches that how can you hate it?
Yes, and you get that from one of the very early on missions in Rogue, so I'm happy with that. So you can play the entire game with that. And it opens up an entirely new avenue in ship combat. Dodge rolling.
Well, actually, I ordered Rogue in the mail, Rogue and Unity in the mail a couple days ago. So
nice.
Tomorrow I will possess 2 more Assassin's Creed games.
Oh boy! And then Rogue will be right after this game.
Very simple mission. Bonus objectives, main objectives. There's nothing to it.
At least there's a running assassination. That's usually hallmark of a good mission.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't.
Well, hello, Your Excellency. I'd got word you might be here.
I know your face, pirate, but your name was borrowed the last time we spoke.
Ah, yes, I recall. Mr. Duncan Walpole. I missed that one. So, what's a Templar Grand Master doing so far from his Castillo?
I'd rather not say.
And I'd rather not cut your lips off and feed him to you.
2 years ago, we offered a reward for the sage's recapture. Today, someone claims to have found him. This gold is his ransom.
Who found him?
A slaver by the name of Lawrence Prince. He lives in Kingston.
We like this story, Torres. And we want to help you finish it. But we're going to do it our way. Using you and your gold.
Making progress. It's the third or fourth fort we've taken over.
Yep.
And like we've seen before, taking over a fort unlocks the naval missions, which definitely worth your while to finish.
Yes. And starting to get to the south of Cuba Clear.
That's our third fort.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, if you do.
Actually, I mentioned it in the last update post, but actually Cumberland Bay from a couple videos ago, also known as Guantanamo Bay.
I think it's a good place where you can have a coaling station.
Yeah. It's a strategic location, but yeah. The British actually named it Cumberland Bay when they briefly took it over during the 1730s, I think. And for some reason, this game calls it Cumberland Bay, even though the Spanish controlled Cuba at this point.
Yeah, it's somewhat inconsistent because they're usually... You can actually go there...
The mighty hand of the invisible wall.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
The treasure chest is actually higher up.
Right. Now, where's the last animus fragment? Ooh. Now that was positioned perfectly.
I love doing jumps. I like doing jumps like that, but in games like Assassin's Creed, I always get kind of that sinking feeling when you jump from a really high place and you know you can't grab onto anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like when you get knocked from the mast of a ship in this game, and you know you're like, when I hit the ground, I am going to die. So you get kind of that feeling.
I was gonna say that was nicely done because otherwise you would have rolled and still taken some damage. But at least then, oh boy. Hi, Milo.
Yeah. He's in more trouble.
The sporting gentleman.
Trouble.
Well,
Trouble seems to find me. Don't know why.
You require my services?
Now, I think you picked up some metal.
Rowboat armor, not terribly useful, but, you know, it's there.
It's, you know, for white whales, it's not bad. Because that thing can go on forever. But it's generally
And we. Yeah.
Generally,
and we have 30,000 Rilares right now, so
yeah,
I can indulge a little.
I was gonna say generally the a good offense is your best option for the whaling missions. Just you can stun things that attack you, so you might as well deal damage to them and just be good at attacking them.
Our grade sales we got last video, oh boy.
Now each one of those sails has at least 50 shades of... Yeah, let's not go there.
You have my thanks.
Right, yeah. I just love how enthusiastic these guys are when I...
Yeah.
Oh, and if you notice, in the spyglass, when you're looking directly at a ship and it's highlighted, the game's telling you what's on it, you may see a set marker corresponding to the X button. What that does is that if you can highlight a ship, then mark it, and then you can go, it's marked on your map and you go kill it. The only reason to really do this is one of the Abstergo challenges requires you to mark and then kill, sink 4-5 ships, but otherwise it's pretty pointless.
Sometimes it's decent if you have to pick one particular one out of a crowd, but otherwise it's... that doesn't... the occurrence doesn't really ever present itself, so...
I will say one good thing about fire barrels is that, AI ships will consciously steer out of the way of fire barrels. So if they're not close, if they're getting close but they're not close enough to you, they'll try to steer away from the fire barrel so you can at least get them off your tail. That is pretty useful.
Yeah, I guess. Oh boy. It's a storm mission.
Storm Captain, looks bad!
At what point do the water spouts start erupting?
Oh hey, we got a whole British fleet to sink.
Yeah, buddy.
They're yelling about a man of war, but I don't see one. I see a lot of brigs, I don't see a man of war.
Yeah, I was gonna say...
Now brigs, their AI tends to default to ramming you. So
yeah.
It's pretty predictable how they act most of the time. And like with regular damage, if you brace before a ship impacts you, you can significantly lessen luckily, gunboats are so weak that even chain shots can take them out.
Well, that's Vax upgraded chain shot, I'll let you know.
Yeah, well... I'm just saying, gunboats are extraordinarily weak.
Yeah. And with that little suicide charge, you managed to get down to just one boat.
Yeah, oh, and when two ships are ramming each other, the ship that's going faster will actually inflict the damage. We're ready, sir!
Well, you fired upon the King's Navy.
Yep.
Aren't you?
But the faster ship wins thing is only if the Jackdaw has a ram. If the Jackdaw does not have a ram and you impact another ship, you will always take damage.
This is why you should pretty much always get the ram first. Because...
yeah, the ram is really good.
Ooh, so we got another one coming up.
Another fort, yep. It's always a good idea to take out the surrounding fleet, because they will almost always get involved in a fight, and the last thing you need in a fort, especially when you have 9 defenses, take out the surrounding.
Yeah.
Fire! Incoming fire! We're ready for fire! Ready to board on your monster! Down to this ring! Fire! Raise for impact!
And I assume forts are also in Rogue.
They are. There's a lot less, to be quite honest, because they kind of they varied up a little more.
I see.
It's kind of a weird mixture of literally every system, from Revelations to Rogue to 3, Revelations 3 and 4. It has a little bit of everything.
I see.
You have forts, but then there are like encampments that you have to take out, and then there's also more like traditional headquarters.
Right.
So while there are forts, it's just that there's only like 5 or 6 in the game. I don't even think that many.
I see. Oh yeah, heavy shots are pretty useless against forts because most of them are hanging out just above sea level.
Right.
So, and you can't arc heavy shots at all. So you pretty much chain shot, round shots and mortars, and the swivel guns. Pretty much your 3 main damage dealing method.
Yeah. Like that lower one, you might be able to go heavy shot, but everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was 9 defenses.
Yep. I took it out in a single pass. Just made a complete circle, took out all 9. And I've noticed that your wanted level goes up pretty high if you disable a ship and then sink it without boarding it. Apparently, the people who are running the pirate watch and whatever, they don't take kindly to just doing that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't care about your wanted level, feel free to kill everybody, to sink every ship you find. They don't like that. Schooner is so easy to take over. Schooners are pretty much the only ships you can let your crew take over by themselves, because they eventually manage to kill 5 guys. It just takes them a while to do even that.
But it's not like it takes half an hour or 40 minutes in order to do it, because...
Yeah. And your crew literally can't take over a man of war because something will have to involve you doing things like destroying the powder barrels or killing the scouts or taking down the flag.
Yeah.
It's not something your crew can do.
Because they only employ the finest sailors on Genway's fleet, I'll have you know. Sure, they can't climb a right rigging or shoot up. Or
Edward does take these pirates pretty much off the street, so I guess you can't expect too much of them.
This. So, obviously.
Oh, hey, you remember Navassa? Remember that stupid conversation Adewale and Kenway have after Kid tells you to go to Mexico?
I think a little bit. Why?
Navassa was the fort I tried to take over that I got sunk against.
Oh, okay.
So I had my revenge.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, for some reason, the end of that mission puts you like right facing Navassa, and trying to take it over will probably.
Now, was this a 3-star fort or a 2-star fort?
This, I think, would be hard because it has 9 defenses and 3 fort officers.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Obvious.
This might be my first hard fort.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because obviously the harder the fort, the more things you have to do in the middle of the.
Now let's see if I can take out this officer. And I did.
There's a sniper.
Attack from all sides now!
I like, you don't lose crew for this, despite the fact that it's probably your crew. You know, doing this fighting and dying. Whatever.
But hey, I've got a better idea for this last fort officer. Let's see how long he can last.
He's dead.
In my sights, clear as day.
Well, he fought well, I guess.
Yeah. So. 4 upgrades.
The game uses, well, it says 4 upgrades, but it doesn't mean you can get all 4.
Right, now it just means that there's 4 possible things you can buy, but...
Right.
Whether they're any use or any consequence is not really ever explained. They don't say what they are. You have to go look at it. It's probably something stupid like fire barrel storage. It's always fire barrel storage.
Because who buys fire barrel storage? And these guys, immune to darts.
They took their vitamins. Yay, we fucked with the British again.
We'll be doing a lot more of that, especially when we go to Kingston next video, I think.
Yes. Because we are the worst British
citizens. Yep, we're going to Kingston next video.
So that was only 2 stars.
Oh, Navassa was medium, actually. Huh. And bottom right, legendary ship.
Yep.
But I think we have time for blind. Well, I'll get around. I'll get back to you. There we go.
Blind justice.
Ooh, we're fighting a Man-of-War this time.
Nice.
I think this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time in the LP we're actually fighting a Man-of-War.
Yeah, I think you are at least now decked out enough where you can do this without. It'll, you know, a little trouble.
Yeah.
You're probably strong
You shouldn't
enough.
underestimate. Even against regular ships, not the legendary ones, regular ships can mess you up pretty surprisingly quickly, even with a fully upgraded Jackdaw. But the best way to attack a Man-of-War is keep moving quickly. If you're constantly circling around it, they never really have the speed to really catch up.
Yeah. Oh boy. And of course he's got a
Ready to fire!
escort.
And high waves, so fighting is a little awkward.
I just throw it right onto the deck, boys. Good.
You know, I think round shots do more damage if you hit all of them square on, not on the sails, but I've never really been able to prove that one way or the other.
I think it's somewhat it's hard to really do. Okay.
That was a boarding, but nothing interesting happened during it.
Yeah.
All sail! All sail!
Yeah, I think you're just going to stick that one.
Yeah, there's no real point in boarding it.
Fire! Fire! Cannon ready!
And now.
Down to the drink! Ready to fire, sir!
Mustn't let those supplies go to waste.
Well, it had metal, so
Yeah.
not exactly gonna.
Now, when these missions say board a ship, they really do mean board. If you sink it, you fail the mission for some stupid reason.
Because you want to make sure the guy's dead, so you have to do it personally.
I guess.
Orders. Oh, is it good?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just like that one mission where we were going after the Man of War to try and capture it, all Man of Wars do have mortars. They also all have heavy shot. They also have round shot. At close range, they'll pretty much always fire heavy shot. At sort of medium ranges, they'll go round shot, and long ranges. But this is the ideal situation for fighting one of these things. I'm moving faster than it's able to turn. I can't really get a good beat on me with this heavy shot. Mortars are annoying, but they can't tear your ship to shreds.
Not in this game, at least. Some ships have mortars that can light the ocean on fire and road, so that will tear your ship to shreds.
I'm looking forward to that.
Here. Yeah,
but that was pretty easy because again I was moving faster than the Man of War was able to turn.
And so here we go. So this is actually a slightly reduced amount of stuff that you would have to do in a Man of War. Normally there's 3 objectives, not just 2.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have to kill a ton of dudes.
And again, it's kind of hard to get good shots with the swivel gun because the Man of Wars are so big. You can't. The best time to shoot at a ship is when you're looking down at it. When you're looking up at it, it's much harder to get good shots.
Yeah. Because projectiles do have travel, make you arc. Alright, now we just have to kill people.
And that rifle got stuck in a very awkward angle.
Yeah, now normally there'd be a third objective where you probably have to climb up to the top of the ship, take down the flag, or kill the scouts.
I just like to bring up, I got like 6 kills in a row.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I remember in Brotherhood, the kill streak mechanic was a lot stricter. You couldn't just like mash the kill button to get the next guy, you had to time it correctly.
There's some truth to that.
It's in Revelation that they really simplified the kill streak mechanics.
Yeah.
Oh, this last kill coming up, this is pretty sweet. He does the lunge, you shoot him right in the head. But yeah, there's 4 other objectives. One is kill officers, which is the Swift guys. The other is kill scouts, guys on the mast. Destroy powdered barrels or take down the flag. One of those 4.
Yeah.
But you always have the kill 20 guys objective.
Which is why it sucks. But...
Yep.
A fine prize, Captain.
I think that's about it for this time.
Yep, almost over. Just getting a nice shot of the Phoenix figurehead. And looking out over the Dark Sea.
Thank you.